Welcome to Modern Homestead Alaska. I am Jessica, and today we are doing a Costco haul, Whole30 versus Carnivore. Let me take you along and explain what we're doing. Number one, I have been on Whole30 for the past 3 weeks. I do it at the beginning of every year, and it's gotten easier and easier. And this time I'm hoping that I will finally make some of the mental shifts that allow me to stick to a better whole food type of diet. Diet not meaning weight loss diet, but meaning the way in which we eat every single day through the rest of the year. So with that, my husband is going on the carnivore diet. He is trying it for health reasons and some other stuff, and he's super excited about it. And so, because he's beginning that on Monday, I thought I would take a quick trip to Costco and get what I need for the week for Whole30 to follow me through and see me through the rest of this month, and then get him a couple of things as we head in here. I want you to keep in mind on our channel, we've shown it. We processed our own beef. So we have half of a beef as well as half of a moose, and we fish all of our own salmon up here in Alaska. We take you along for those journeys. We also have some other seafood, and then we raise our own chickens, and so we have plenty of chicken in the freezer, as well as we produce eggs. I'm not getting enough eggs right now for hard boiled eggs, because farm fresh eggs, they need to age a little before you can hard boil them. But for the most part, we do produce our own eggs, our own protein, minus anything pork. And so I'm not going to have to get as much for him as the average person starting the carnivore would have to do. However, Whole30 is full of fresh fruits and vegetables, and because of that, it's going to appear that I'm a whole lot more expensive than he is. I have my list. We're getting ready to head in to Costco now. I thought I'd do the intro in the truck because there's a horrific windstorm and then it's dumping rain. Right now it's let up a little bit, but I didn't want to be rushed through this as we head in and give you an idea of what we're going to look for. Quickly, let me run through the rules. Whole30 is very, very simple in my mind. You cut out all bread, all sugar, all alcohol, legumes, which is beans, and anything processed. So you don't want to have chemicals, you don't want to have a bunch of stuff like that. So basically you are eating good fats, you are eating good meats, so lots of good protein coming from meat. You are also eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. And Whole30's concept is not calorie restrictive. You're not weighing in, you're not looking at all these other things. What you're basically doing on Whole30 is you are trying to figure out what foods are causing problems or wreaking havoc. So it's an elimination diet. It is not a weight loss diet, because with an elimination diet, you can still consume so much carbs and proteins and the different things on Whole30 that you don't actually lose any weight. But what we're looking for is the inflammation in the gut, the headaches, the body aches, all of these health symptoms that we're feeling. We want to see if they're food related, and we do that through Whole30. Although Whole30 is a great cleansing, because I know sugars are a hang up for me. As soon as I get sugar, I want nothing but more sugar. And so I have some food, either sensitivities or addictions, that I need to personally be dealing with. Now let's talk about carnivore. We have been doing, Aaron and I, for weeks, a ton of research on it, and the version of carnivore, which is all animal based, that Aaron is going to be going with, is he will be allowing dairy, That is not allowed on Whole30. That was another food group I forgot. So he will allow himself dairy because it is animal. He will allow himself proteins and good healthy fats, and they will be animal-based fats. So lard, on this channel we did an entire huge amount of leaf lard that we rendered ourselves. I need to render down the beef tallow that we have in order to give him a good tallow option, because I don't want to pay for it because we have tallow from processing our own beef. And then he will use grass-fed, really good quality butter, as well as the fats go. So those are the fats. He won't be using seed or nut oils, and then he will allow the dairy and protein. So that is it in a nutshell. I think he's gonna stay away from honey. I know that it's allowed depending on what kind of carnivore plan you're on. Aaron's not a big sweet eater, but if something needed a little bit of honey, I think he would allow himself to do that. It isn't what triggers him to snack or eat more, and so that we're not too concerned about that. So that's where we're at, and that is kind of the rules and the basis of what we're shopping. So this is so chaotic in here. I'm gonna start right here with the 0 sugar uncured bacon. Because both cannot have sugar, this one is gonna be pork, water, sea salt, and celery, and that is it. And it is actually really, really good bacon, and it comes in at $16.99. It rained on my list. That is so insane. Okay, so the first thing you see right here is the bell peppers at $9.99. I will use one of these this week. All right, I have avocados on the list. They're $10.99. That makes them $2 a piece. That is really expensive in comparison to our local Fred Meyer's. So I'm not gonna do those here. Last time we were here, I got 2 of these at $7.99. The organic English cucumbers, I ate all of them. We're completely out. So I'm gonna grab 2 more to get me through the rest of the month. Tomatoes are something else I eat all of the time. And just so you know, this week I'm gonna take you along and show you what I eat for 5 days on Whole30, just so you can see each one of these things put to use. So I am gonna grab these Hot House 2 pounds of grape tomatoes, $8.99, so $9. Last time I got limes, so to break it up, this time I'm going to do lemons. I think I have 2 limes left. This is $1.79 a pound, so $8.99, whereas the limes are $2 a pound. Even though the lemons are a little bit cheaper per pound, they're a little bit more expensive for the whole bag. I wanted green apples. They don't have them, so I'm just gonna go with the cheapest choice at $1.80 a pound. So these organic Gala apples are $5.49 for 3 pounds, and that is plenty for me and Wyatt. If they had the green ones, Aaron loves the green ones. He eats a ton of those, and then he's off of those for now. So I have to also make sure whatever we buy we'll eat through between Wyatt, myself, and G-Mom. Bananas. I can get a lot of bananas down here, and myself. We'll see if they look good. They don't look very good. These look okay. Not great. That'll work. $2.99. Pineapples. We've been eating 2 or 3 a week of these. $4.49 a piece. So I think I'm gonna do one really ripe one and one underripe one. Might as well do 3. And here, that's cheaper than at Fred Meyer. Can you believe we've ate nearly all of the onions that we grew? So organic yellow onions, are $4.79. That's less than $1 a pound. We're just gonna grab these. Last time I bought my mom the sweet potatoes, they were real tiny, and they're fine like that, but I love to make sandwiches out of them, and sweet potatoes are definitely allowed on Whole30. They're $7.99 for 5 pounds. That's about $1.50 a pound, and these are fat. So we're going to get a bag of those. They're also organic. Oh my gosh, I've been super craving strawberries, and I came in here, 2 pounds of strawberries are $11. So we're gonna skip those. We're gonna see if there's any other fresh fruit that we can grab that's a lot more weight per pound. Here's a good option for me, snack on this week. At $8.99, I can get 3 pounds of green grapes. And I love grapes too. Lots of salads planned this week, $5.99 for the organic spring mix, and then we're going to grab the romaine hearts. So we have the baby romaine at $5.89. That's $1.18. Or we have the 6 count of the regular romaine at $5.99. So we'll go with this. Caesar salad. Wyatt keeps Caesar dressing in the fridge. It's his absolute favorite, and he loves chicken Caesar. And I will be making some chicken this week, so he can do some Caesar salads while I make a different kind of salad. Okay, I am done with my list, but these organic zucchini and yellow squash look amazing at $9.49 for 3.5 pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those because I love them. And then a bag of jalapenos at $9.99 for 5 pounds if they look good. Let's dig. Not gonna get those here. We have celery at home. I had got celery here. It lasts forever. We have carrots at home. We have some cabbage at home, and so I don't really need too much more. These, where are they at? $17.99. These hot dogs are oftentimes some of the biggest saving graces at our house. If something happens and I run out of time, I can just heat these up super easy, and the same goes for Aaron. We need to make it as easy as for him as possible his very first week, and so I'm gonna grab 2 of these. Wyatt also loves them. The kids eat them, and they take them out on sew machining and all the different things. They are pretty amazing as far as a convenience thing goes, and they are literally Whole30, all the things approved. Sample section just got me. I went ahead and read the ingredients before I sampled it, and these beef sticks are beef, water, sea salt, celery powder, vinegar, garlic, and beef collagen. No added sugar. 6 grams of protein, and they are $12.99. This is an awesome take along when you're absolutely starving and you are about to reach for a sugary snack or something like that. Something else Aaron can have is Parmesan cheese. We are gonna go with Kirkland. Parmigiano Reggiano is $11.79, and then signature Parmesan is $12.99, and that is per pound. So this one would be $17, and something this size would be $19. Get him one of those. So for cheese, we're gonna try this. And the reason is it doesn't have vegetable rennet in it. It has regular rennet. So organic pasture-raised cow's milk, salt, starter culture, rennet. That is it. Those, however, are $7.99. And then I can have him try their cheese sticks. Let's read them. Pasteurized milk, salt, culture, and enzymes. That is a lot of money for a cheese stick. Maybe one of these. The pickles are a saving grace for me, and then Aaron is going to allow himself, I think, pickles sometimes. So these ones are my favorite. And all that is in these is cucumber, brine, which is water and distilled vinegar, and garlic and dill. And that is it. What? I watched several shopping hauls, Costco shopping hauls of people that are on carnivore, and one of the things several of them get that allow themselves dairy is sour cream. And they say that it's kind of a saving grace on it, because when you're just tired of things, you can put a little sour cream. The Daisy sour cream is cultured cream. That's it for ingredients, and so we'll go ahead and grab him that. And then I'm gonna get some eggs here that I can immediately hard boil, because he would like to pickle some eggs. He doesn't like cold eggs that are kind of, oh, what are they? Like, doesn't like cold eggs. They're supposed to be like a breakfast egg, but he'll eat a hard-boiled egg that is pickled. So $9.99 for the organic free range. For, let's see, that should be 24 eggs. Okay, so we're going to go with the Kirkland Signature grass-fed butter. It is $10.39. That is $5 a pound. I have an absolute freezer full of garden fresh frozen vegetables and stuff we've gotten here at Costco, and so I'm not going to grab any frozen vegetables right now. I'm going to look for cottage cheese for him, and then I think we're going to hit a couple of stacks and we're done. I didn't find cottage cheese. So far at Fred Meyer, I'm going to need parsley, dill, cilantro, and cottage cheese. They never have parsley, dill, and cilantro at Costco, so I knew that I would have to grab some herbs because I make my own ranch, and that is a huge thing for me. But we're gonna look for the mayo, and then they have like a Whole30 approved primal buffalo chicken sauce that is amazing. So I have been buying the little ones because I keep forgetting to get it. $9.29 for the primal chicken avocado mayo. The little bitty ones at Fred Meyer are over $10. These are huge helps for me. Now, are they exactly what Aaron should have on his stuff? No. But are they a great option in the midst of all of it? Yes. Stinking samples. The only ingredient is jackfruit in this, and it tastes like a banana. Like a dry banana. Oh my gosh, those are ridiculous. Let's see, 50 calories for a third of a cup. Those are awesome. Oh my gosh. If you're looking for like cheap snacks to take along, you can also do these, the That's It, because all that is in them is apples and strawberries, and one apples and mangoes, and apples and blueberries. They are technically, you're kind of staying away from snacks, but for $14, if you are having to be gone from the house all day, eating out is one of the hardest things to do on both Whole30 and Carnivore. Therefore, if you can grab some snacks to go, a couple of things that I've shown you, then it is so much better. This section is harder and harder to shop. Oh, sorry, love.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you. However, I am doing it to read the ingredients and try to find things that maybe are substitutes for you guys at home. Most of this is absolutely not something, because all of these are going to have some sort of sugar in them. You'd have to get a free from all of those crazy things, and then the prices are pretty high. And in the treat aisle, holy cow, that one almost killed me. Dry fruits, as long as it is just with the juice, are totally fine. So no sugar or oil. And then nuts, as long as they're not peanuts. You can't have peanuts on Whole30. Those are totally fine. And so in this section, you can find a ton of different snacks. I bought a bag of these at Three Bears the other day. Aaron loved them, and him and Wyatt already went through them. So 2 of these. Sorry. I literally checked this entire section and read everything a beef jerky. I found this one, $15.69. I love that the back says, "Hey, thanks for flipping over the package to learn more. You're my kind of person." Heck yeah, to all my fellow label readers. It doesn't have anything in it we can't have. In fact, what's in it? Grass-fed and finished beef, water, salt, mustard salt, onion, garlic, black pepper, celery, red pepper, and a celery extract. Yeah, all in all, good option. That's it that we could find in here today, and so we're gonna get in line. So I had to pull over because that Costco is a madhouse, and people were like literally waiting on my parking space, and so I decided not to sit there and do this. So we spent right at $400, and several of these things should last. Our food budget normally is about $100 a week, and then we do big stock ups where we fill the pantries with all of the things that we could possibly need. However, heading into these journeys, it is a little bit more expensive to buy everything and do it that way. I think a lot of it is trying to make Aaron as comfortable as possible, and having some of those beef sticks and snacks and those sort of things that we hope to get away from. So we're hoping that he can adjust his mindset, body, so on, to where he's not really looking to grab snacks. However, someone that is a snacker and always on the go, not only is he always on the go, he may end up kind of stuck at work like he did last night. And so not having a plan by having things like the meat sticks and the cheese sticks and so on in a lunchbox, where if he's just absolutely starving, he needs to eat something, he's going to just fall off plan, if you will. So getting it to where he has it more dialed in and set and those sort of things, I think the cost will go down. And then of course it's winter time and we're buying fresh fruits and vegetables up here, and then eating the frozen ones and things from our garden. And then luckily, on top of all of that, we are not having to buy, we've already paid for, right? So we're not buying the beef and the chicken and those sort of things. So all in all, I think it's gonna be great. I am now waiting for him, and we are gonna go to dinner. We are not able to go to dinner last night because he was called into work. So I might have already said that. So It is hard if you're thinking about any of these things. It is hard to eat out if you crave certain things, and then it's fairly simple to eat out on Whole30, which is what I'm on, if you know what you want to do. So you can always get a chicken breast and vegetables and a salad. If you do the salad, just do like an oil and vinegar, something along those lines, or do a steak and veggies, because you can have potatoes on Whole30. So if you do potatoes, my one thing that doesn't make sense to me that I do on Whole30, that you're supposed to do ghee, I do butter. So you can get a baked potato with butter and onions and put some salt and pepper on there and have a steak, anything along those lines. So it's actually pretty simple once you get used to it to eat out on these things. So with that said, he is on base at work, and now I'm waiting for him. He is meeting me here because I forgot my stinking base pass, so I can't get on base and meet him and Cody, but I'll just hang out here and we will go to dinner. We just got home. I did run by Fred Meyer and I got some pork rinds. I got the cilantro and the parsley and some jalapenos, as well as one small thing of cottage cheese. Pork rinds, Whole30, if you read the original book, you're not supposed to like replace snacks because you're healing, as opposed to just finding substitutions for the things that cause you to like jump. But two things. Number one, the pork rinds can absolutely be a saving grace. I see people like grind these up and then put it as like a chicken coating and some other things, and then you have to just read them, and they have to be pork rind, the pork skin, and sugar. Nothing, or sugar, you can't have sugar. Pork rind and salt, that is it. I do get these. These are probably not allowed either. Some kind of seltzer that is literally just seltzer water and the flavor, no sugar, anything else added to it. These, when I'm coming off of drinking Red Bulls and sodas and these other things that I shouldn't be drinking, it's really nice. We'll have like a movie night, everyone's having a Dr. Pepper or whatever, and especially when we went to the movies, they didn't have anything except for they had a seltzer with some fruit flavor. And so I'll drink those once in a while. Surely it's not an everyday thing. You're not drinking multiples of these a day. And so the last 6-pack, Aaron and I split it, and it lasted me over a week. So I didn't even have one a day. So anywho, that is it. I have everything put away. We're gonna do the pork roast tomorrow on the smoker, and then I gotta put the snacks away. But as far as refrigerator stuff, I got all of that done. Anywho, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming along with the channel. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you ring the bell, you'll get notifications and you won't miss anything that we're doing. Please stick around if you're interested in what I actually eat for a week on Whole30, and I will take you along breakfast, lunch, dinner, what I actually have for 5 days, and that video will come out next week. And in the meantime, as I'm recording that, you'll get some other amazing videos on the channel if you're subscribed. So thanks for joining us. With always, I say, I hope that you are blessed. I really, really, truly do. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you find something to be grateful for, something to try, some experiment to go with. Just find a reason for gratitude this week. And above all, I hope that you are blessed and happy. And I hope to see you in the next video. But bye for now.